Hello,
World.
this is your host Jack, my co-host.
Jacob.
So this week on Tech Futurists, we got not an announcement, but not it's not like an announcement, but kind of like a
Promotion.
promotion, sort of bragging kind of thing going on. Um, Mainly because last week, I saw an article that if you had YouTube Premium and Google Stadia or Stadia Google, I don't know how they do it. Uh,
Stadia Pro, I think, are the words you're looking
yeah,
for.
yeah, Stadia Pro. Before November 6th or 7th, you get a free Stadia Premium or Premiere.
Edition. Don't forget about edition.
Yeah, Premiere Edition. What this includes is the Stadia controller that is the clearly white, but also has a orange accent on the analog stick, which is the stick, literally this is
The
just the
yeah,
stick.
yeah. The two
Um,
analog sticks.
yeah. And then you also get the Chrome Ultra, which apparently you
The
cannot.
Chromecast Ultra, not Chrome Ultra.
Okay,
You got to get some of these words right.
okay,
But
but
continue.
okay, I don't have like a paper or sheet in front of me. This is all going off based off memory. Okay, so
Same
anyways,
here.
well you have it in front of you, don't you?
Continue.
But anyways, the Chromecast Ultra, apparently you can no longer buy it individually because of the Google TV. Now you can get it if you
Which,
get the yeah.
and I really want to say this, which is at least rumored to be getting Stadia in the first quarter of 2021.
Yeah. So, sorry, I just lost my train of thought again. Um, but
So
anyways,
it's super cool, by the
yeah.
way, that they did this promotion in the first place. Like you literally got a free premiere edition.
Now, and the Premier Edition in itself costs about $999.
No,
Uh,
whoa, 900?
all right.
Whoa.
Yeah, you can tell my mind's not in the right place. It's
He may have
90.
added a 9 there.
Not well, no zero. You mean 900?
Well, no, you said 999.
Oh, well, that's $99.99. It's basically $100. So you need to have in order to get this promotion. First, the few requirements is that you need to have YouTube Premium and Stadia Pro before November 7th. I would say 6th or 7th, and you can get this promotion. The reason why I shouldn't say the reason why, but I got it earlier than it came out as an advertisement or like a pop up notification when you use YouTube. Because normally the normal way of doing this is that it'll pop up on your YouTube when you're using YouTube. It's like, hey, you can claim a free Stadia Premiere Edition. Whereas I saw an article, I was like, hmm, I'll just go click on this link and just
And
put me.
then Jack sent it to me,
Yeah,
and so he already placed the order about an hour prior.
yeah.
And so then he sent it to me. I don't know why he didn't send it to me
Well,
immediately.
I wanted to see if
But
it was real or not. So you know.
yeah, that's fair. And then he sent it to me. I had that done within like 5 to 10 minutes. I then sent it to my dad, who then immediate replied with doing it. And then I was looking into this a bit deeper. I went on to the r/Stadia subreddit, and I kind of realized that it's for every family member, like in a family plan. So I got my sister to get it and my mother to get it. Well, my dad focused on getting my mother to do it. And one of the things that I want to say about Stadia that like it, so like Stadia does have some bad reviews about it. But one of the things that I think is one of the most incredible things about it is just how easy it is to set it all up, and the fact that just for like a family of four, like the maximum amount of money just to like get everyone a quote unquote console and a game is like $640. That's $100 for the controller bundle, and then like a $60 game for each person. So, and that's just like maximum, basically. There are a lot of games that aren't that pricey that you still can play with like four people, and that's exactly what my dad and I did. Where um, so like we both like car racing games. He got his controller yesterday, and like within I think 10 minutes we were starting to play the game with each other, and we were having a blast. And this morning we even spent like 10-20 minutes playing, just because of how easy it is to set up and start playing.
Yeah, and like when we first got it, like the promo, and we're just talking on the phone about it. Like what Jacob brought up was like he didn't bring up immediately, but it was after he went on r/Stadia that it could possibly be up against the PS5 release and Xbox Series
Yes.
XS release. So it's more like
Yeah.
pushing to either combat those new next generation systems, or it could possibly mean that it may be a V2 of the Stadia controllers.
Yeah, and that was the thing before I even saw that on the Stadia subreddit. That was the first thing that, like, instinctively, because Google really only kind of does this thing when they're coming out with something. Now, it could be the Google TV, which, by the way, I did order. It's coming in December, even though I think in the past cast we said that we were going to wait. I gave in to my desires.
Yeah, like he always does.
um, yeah, like I always do. But it could be that they are preparing to bring Stadia to Google TV, which, when that's the case, I'm basically going to be swapping out my current Chromecast Ultra with the Google TV. I'm still going to set the Google TV up because, so like I have a Roku TV. I'll probably be switching over to the Google TV just because I love Google so much, as we've said numerous times. Um, but yeah, I have a feeling that they're planning something, and if they're not planning something, then they're just planning on bringing Stadia to Google TV.
Yeah, I mean the one thing I don't get is that for I keep losing my train of thought, but
What?
basically is that Stadia and Google TV. Oh man, I really lost my train of thought there. God,
Yeah, you just
I
went
was
fine. I was like,
I was formulating in my head about Stadia. And okay, first things first is that Stadia, for the promotion, it's although you get free Stadia Premier Edition, you're essentially down by at least $20 because it's Stadia Pro and YouTube
yeah,
Premium.
but considering the fact that, like, it's normally $100 bundle.
Yeah.
I think having a what, like,
Well, the thing
an
is
80% off deal is pretty damn good.
well, here's the thing though. Me and you, Jacob and Jack, already have YouTube Premium. Since when YouTube Red was a thing,
Yeah,
and
yeah. I got it first, and then after a while, and that was around the time where they started really riddling videos with ads.
yeah, because in the beginning it wasn't
And
that bad, so I was like, I don't mind.
well,
But
I jumped on that train
yeah,
immediately.
he was
My love
because
for Google goes beyond money.
well uh, at the time, right now it's like for me it's like it's like $10 a month. I don't know about that, but then
Yeah, and
after
remember when that came out, we were both college students.
yeah, and I don't think I had I didn't have like a part time job at the time either. I don't
Yeah,
think I did. Yeah, no, I didn't. But yeah. So it was then. It was like I missed the background play. Meaning basically you can like not turn off YouTube, but you can like lock your phone and have YouTube still play in the background. They
yeah,
completely
which
shut
is
that off
very
if you don't.
useful for music
Yeah, so they completely shut that off when you don't have
or
YouTube Red.
podcasts like this one.
I mean, I mean, then again, we don't have a lot of visuals. I tried it for last two podcasts. Last week's I haven't edited yet. But anyways, but but now, and then you need Stadia Pro, which is also $10 a month. Now, I also want to point out is that because me and Jacob had YouTube Red, YouTube Red at the time, $10 a month. That we grandfathered in the price. The reason why I know that for sure is because I made a mistake 2 years ago. So it's like, oh, I accidentally clicked to do a family sharing thing, which basically updated my plan. And I'm like, oh no, I don't want to be a family member kind of situation. So I try to go back to just premium or premium, yeah, premium at that time, not at that point when I changed it. And then it went up to $15. Like, huh? What do you mean $15? So, so I called in Google, and they said, "Yeah, we can do it. We'd send you this link, and you're good." So right now, as of right now, I'm still paying $10 a month. If you're a new premium user after basically 2018, you're paying basically $15 a month. But that's $5 difference is not too much. But then
Actually, isn't that the Netflix deal? Like, if I remember correctly, Netflix like bumped their prices up to
yeah, they did
$15.
too. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, and
Uh,
I don't even think you could grandfather that. I think it's like across the board, like, no, now you're paying $15 kind of thing. I could be
mhm,
wrong with that though. You know, I'm on my father's Netflix account, and he
yeah.
knows that. By the way, he knows that.
I'm still using my friends back my friend back way in high school. We were friends. I mean, we're still our friends, but we don't interact as much anymore. Obviously
And he
because
knows that you're still using it, right?
yeah, yeah. I mean, I say it that way because I don't go on Netflix as much as when I used to. Meaning, I don't watch any of the Netflix originals and anything like that. I just pop on
Yeah.
here and there. But I guess I'm pretty sure he still knows I have it. So, but anyways, yeah. Oof, I keep losing my. You know what it is? I'm too. It's too early for this for me right now.
so so I'm gonna jump in then as you formulate your thoughts and say this. So I got the founders edition of Stadia. I got that like sexy blue,
Midnight Blue.
um, yeah, midnight blue controller with the orange accents, and it looks oh so good. And now I have the clearly white, which by the way I'm not a huge fan of. If it was like the black one, I'd like it more. And that's just because I literally dark mode everything. If you look at my computer, the only things that aren't dark mode are things that don't have a dark mode. And that's also one of the first things that I look for when I use something is does it have a dark mode? Please have a dark mode.
The one thing I kind of wish they have for the black one to have is the orange accent instead of just a white accent. Like if
Well,
you gave if there
doesn't the
was
Premiere Edition one have the orange accent?
yeah, but it's white though. Okay, it sounds
Well,
bad when I
no,
say it like
it.
that, but it has the color
Oh wait,
white.
doesn't
It's still
isn't
a
there
system.
a black version of the Premiere Edition?
No,
Oh, I didn't know that.
no, it's just
That
black.
okay, that explains it then.
Yeah, because I would have gone for it. If there was a
No, me
uh,
too. You kidding me?
yeah, so it's a black and orange accent, which is better than just black and a white accent. Because
Yeah.
the orange stands out a lot better than the white. And then again, I get it, but I kind of wish they have like not just a clearly white edition of the Premiere, but also a black edition. Because
Yeah.
uh,
So what I want so real quick, what I want to say about so like I have noticed a difference between the Founders Edition and the Premier Edition controller. And that's the triggers. The oh, I see what it is now. The Premier Edition, the triggers, they actually hit like the white part of the controller. And I'm showing Jack. Um
basically, the it's actually it's there's a amount of give like there's amount of space between the the initial trigger area to the actual controller. So basically, it's like it's not hitting the white part. It is hitting the white part. Basically, it's
well
just
yeah,
hitting
it
the
is hitting the
controller.
white part.
I mean, it is. But what I'm saying for our audio listeners is basically it's hitting it. There's it's just basically hitting the controller. It's like when you pull the trigger, it
Yeah.
doesn't go. It doesn't go into the controller like because of the lip of the trigger. So it's hitting the
Yeah,
uh
it's hitting the little casing the
It's
bottom casing.
yeah, it's basically it's limited by the case, but not actually the trigger.
Yeah, while with the Founders Edition, it doesn't do that. Now, I don't know if it's the same for you.
Well, okay, so I'm guessing because it's the Founders Edition, which is their beta or the alpha versions of the controller. Now, with the controller I got later on and the premiere this week, they're essentially the same thing, just different skins.
Well, so real quickly, like, do the triggers go down or do they stop like my Founders Edition one?
They no, it's the same thing with the it's the same as the premiere edition. It's
Oh, so like they do go down and they hit the lip.
yeah, they're all exactly the same thing. Let me just
Oh,
double
okay.
check. I'll grab the
Yeah, yeah.
controller now.
I'll talk. So it's just like a real interesting thing that I noticed while holding both of the controllers, because I'm pretty sure I've said this before, where the Stadia controller is like one of my favorite controllers. It feels fantastic in your hand. The texture on the back, like it just feels good to hold. Um, it's just like a very nice controller. It looks good. It feels good. And like I'd say the only controller that beats that is the GameCube controller. And that's just because I grew up with GameCube and I'm totally biased on that. But this one definitely comes into a second. Like a high second. Did you
Yeah,
what's the verdict?
it's exactly the same thing. So
Oh, so they do hit the lip.
yeah. So with the Founders
Okay,
Edition, I guess it's their like prototype for the Founders
well either
Edition.
prototype or the hey, this is something special for the founders if you want to be more discreet.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I don't know what it is. It's just like something that I immediately noticed because as I was pulling on the triggers, I was like, "Oh wow, this is quiet, and this isn't quiet." It was just something that I had noticed. By the way, the quiet one is the Founders Edition.
mhm.
It was just something that I had noticed. And another thing I want to say is, so the two boxes that they come in, the Founders Edition is more like silver all the way around. It's not very colorful, which really made me feel like, yeah, this is VIP. While with the Premiere one, it has colors around, which felt like Premiere kind of.
Mhm. I realized now that I think back on it now, the Chromecast Ultra, is it's actually just black and it's not white.
Yeah, well, so with the Chromecast Ultra and the Chromecast in general, that was something. If I understand it correctly, that was something that Google wanted to make to be out of the way. And most of the time, your TVs are going to be black.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not a like a choice. That's just like, hey, it's got to be black so the color appears better.
Hmm.
So they wanted it to blend in more. With the Google TV, that's something that so I got the sky blue one because blue is my favorite color. I wish they had a midnight blue one or, a dark colored one.
Oh no,
They
it's more
don't.
they're going for more like a
Hey,
background kind
look
of
at
look.
this.
No, not like hey, look at this. More like a background color. Because don't forget, those are the same colors that the Nest Audio has.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, and the Nest Wi-Fi stuff. Yeah, they're trying for more of those lighter colors now, which I'm not totally against. I'm just a dark mode kind of guy.
Yeah. Um.
But yeah, it's so. I do want to reiterate this. It is if you're thinking about getting a console to get like to play games with your family or something, if your mother for some reason, and this is totally hypothetical and totally did not happen to me. If your mother had asked you, go find a console for you, me, your sister, and your father can all play.
Mhm.
If you're looking for that, then yeah, go for Stadia. It's simple, so easy to set up. All you need basically is Wi-Fi, a TV, and the controller. and that's basically and a Google account. That's
Mm-hmm.
basically it. It's just so simple to set up. Because, like, I totally forgot how to set up a controller because it's been a very long time. I went into the app on the phone and it said, search for controllers. You search. Do you want to? Hey, I found this controller. Do you want to connect it to Wi Fi? Yes, you connect it to the Wi Fi. And then it's enter the code that you see on screen. You enter that, and then instantly it's connected, and you can start using that controller for gaming.
Well, okay. Oh, excuse me. A few things about the controller connectivity. You must have a stable Wi-Fi connection, and that's a
Yes.
must. If you have very spotty Wi-Fi, I really go against getting Stadia.
Yeah.
Mainly,
Yeah.
mainly
Yeah.
because I personally have a somewhat a spotty Wi-Fi. The reason why I
It's
say
not
that,
the best, and
the
you're also not plugged in through Ethernet.
yeah, I'm doing
Or
through Wi-Fi.
yeah,
But what
I'm plugged in through Ethernet, so my connection rarely gets spotty. But I'm also using Optimum, so
yeah. So, anyways, the I lost my train of thought again. Um, the Wi-Fi portion. What I'm saying is that when I say I have spotty Wi-Fi and I don't, it's just certain days at the time. It's just it gets slow, and when it gets slow, all the graphics just goes down, trying everything, and then I have strong Wi. Then when I have strong Wi-Fi, everything runs smoothly. Now, certain things I notice when I have spotty Wi-Fi is that one, it's more susceptible to glitches. Uh, two is that the controller, for whatever reason, when it gets too low of a stability, it just completely just stops working. And a few solutions is to wait for the Wi-Fi to pick back up, and the second is which I find best in doing is to turn off the controller completely and then re-putting the code in, and it runs better that way. And the reason why I say the second option is better is because basically you're resetting the Wi-Fi connection from your controller to your Wi-Fi connection from the controller. What I don't
in
like,
other words, you're turning it off and back on.
yeah, what I don't like about it is that the controller is connected through Wi-Fi. Even though it says it has Bluetooth, the Bluetooth portion is to find the controller on the device. So it doesn't connect via Bluetooth; it's connected via Wi-Fi. So you can't just play. You can't use it without Wi-Fi. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, wait. I thought it. Okay, so that's something I'm gonna have to do a little more research in, though. I thought it was like the PS4 controller, kind
No,
of Bluetooth connection style.
no, it uses the Bluetooth function to find the controller.
Oh, to find. Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
So like if you have like multiple like let's say because there's the 2.5G and the 5G network connection, right? If you have
Yeah.
a device like my device I'm using this game on Stadia connected to 2.5 for whatever reason it is, and the Stadia controller is on the 5G, it uses the Bluetooth to search in a surrounding area to connect to find a controller, so to speak. And like it would have been much better if it's connected via Bluetooth, so I don't have to worry about the Wi-Fi connection, but I do.
Well,
So
you would
that's
still have to worry about the Wi-Fi connection
to play
because of game.
Stadia. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I still
So,
like
like,
the.
as Jack said, that is the one downfall of Stadia,
Yeah.
that you do need a stable Wi-Fi connection.
Mhm.
But I feel like a lot of times nowadays you kind of need that. But like not with the Switch you could definitely get away with it. But like with the PS5, can't believe I said that now. And the new Xbox, I'm not even gonna try to.
Xbox Series X or S. It's literally just
Uh, uh,
Series and then X and S. I don't know why you made it
yeah.
X and S. You could just said there's something
Well, yeah,
unique.
because they already had the Xbox One X, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I'm just gonna say new Xbox. I think a
Mm-hmm.
lot. I think those two are more. Like they do rely on Wi-Fi connection a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but um, and I think also with the Xbox there is a version that's like digital download only.
Oh, that's it.
So
Okay. I know you're not into this, but I've just been watching a lot of tech YouTubers and stuff, so I know the Xbox Series S is the download version. Well, sorry, that's the low down version. Like it's like $100 less, so it is the digital only. I think. Yeah, I think it is
Okay.
those. But and then you have the Xbox Series X, which is the tower, like the big black box. That's the higher end. Then you have the PS5, which is there's the digital version and the CD-ROM version, the Bluetooth Blu-ray. They were both the same price. Interesting enough.
Y Yeah,
Uh,
I used to be into Xbox and PlayStation. I have a PS4 because I really wanted to play God of War, and God, that was such an amazing game. But, I'm kinda getting to the point where they're a little too complex, and I just don't want that level of complexity. It's
mm,
also that, like, I don't wanna play any of the games they have right now. Like, we basically play Smash all the time. We play Stadia games all the time. And, like, eh, as great as those consoles are, and, don't get me wrong, I'm watching, like, Let's Players play games on them. They're not games that I would play, but I have no problem watching them, basically playing vicariously through them.
okay, well, one of the few things that I like, I feel like we're not much of a gamer anymore. Back in college, like mainly because we don't have that much a like, oh, the new thing, we get the new game, we play the game. I would say
No, are you kidding me? We do that all the time with, like, Nintendo games. We're literally and, like, for Stadia, we're literally waiting for Cyberpunk 2077 to come out.
yeah, but I'm saying like we're not like that much. Okay, I would say that we're not
Well,
like
I
in
think
high
it's
school.
because, we're out of college,
Yeah,
like, we have jobs,
that's what I'm
we have
saying.
to make money, and at the end of the day, we're kinda like, "I don't wanna do anything, I just wanna relax, have a drink." A non-alcoholic drink, of course.
Yeah, but well,
Sometimes.
I think it's because like the next gen console right now, like there really isn't anything good about. I would say I shouldn't say anything good about it, but it's just that it's not.
Like, the launch titles they have for it aren't as hyped. Like,
Yeah,
for the PS5, they have Spider-Man Miles Morales, but, it's kinda like, here's an example. When the Nintendo Switch was coming out, their launch title for that was Breath of the Wild,
hmm
and that was amazing. Like, so I haven't played Breath of the Wild in, like, 3 years, or whenever the last DLC came out in, like, a weekend after, basically,
hmm
because that's when I beat it and got the, motorcycle, but it was still such a fantastic game, I remember so much about it, but, there's the level of, like,
I mean
that's
the
why, like,
yeah
the Switch was so great. I mean, also, I just love the concept of the Nintendo Switch and, what Nintendo was bringing to it, and the fact that they were like, "No, we don't care about that. We don't care about having, like, next gen graphics. We don't care about having power. We care about having fun." And it felt very different from, like, because with the Wii U, it felt like everything they were doing with that was, like, to make an extra buck, basically. Because,
hmm
there's a ton of memes where, like, you have all these people being like, "Oh, Nintendo just wants to make an extra buck," kinda like how Apple does things. And yes, I will basically make every try I can to, bash Apple. Um,
okay now okay, and I also like to say that another title game for Nintendo Switch when it came out was the Mario Odyssey.
yes! And like, those 2 games was just, like it was just, like, amazing. You had these 2 amazing titles, 2, like, kings of gaming, basically. Like, anyone who doesn't know gaming, they know Mario and they know Link. Well, Zelda, but, like, those are the 2 people that they know, basically.
I mean,
And,
then
like,
here and there with Pokemon.
well, yeah, here and there with Pokemon, well, they'll be like, "It's a Pikachu," and then you show them, like, a Gyarados, and they'll be like, "It's a Pikachu." Here's Zygarde, which we have a random rant about Zygarde, which we did end up finally catching. Here's Zygarde. It's a Pikachu.
It's a
but
green
like
Pikachu.
everyone, it's a green Pikachu. Everyone knows who Mario is. Everyone knows who Link is. So like, you literally had like titans of gaming come
Except for
out with,
Luigi.
uh, who came out with these amazing games that like, and I got them both. I played them both. I almost 100% did them both because I'm not going for that golden poop. And there's this stupid volleyball game.
Yeah, so Jacob has been playing a lot of. I shouldn't say a lot of, but he played a lot of the titled games so far
Wh-
when Switch first
Yeah,
launched.
but like
Like,
when Breath of the Wild came out, I spent a ton of time
yeah, he did.
playing that.
I'll
Yeah,
come
I
back.
tried to.
I'll come back from
Yeah.
classes and he'll just be in his bed still playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm like, you're done playing it? Like, no. Like, when did you wake up?
No.
When did you wake up? Like, whenever he wakes up, it's like,
Wake up.
I was like, did you start playing? Then, yeah. Have you gone to class yet today? There's no class today. Just,
Yeah, because it was just that fun of a game, and like you know, I'm done with the game. The only thing I haven't done in Breath of the Wild is collect all the Korok seeds, which I'm not going to do because I don't want that golden piece of poop, which is what you get when you collect all the 900 Korok seeds.
mhm,
But I've done literally everything else, and in Odyssey, I've done everything except that one stupid volleyball game because
yeah.
it's just so annoying. But like I literally have done everything. I haven't speedrun the games, but I've done everything that I can think about for them because that's just kind of how fun they were. It wasn't something where like it was just like a one-off kind of thing where like, oh, you know what, I'll play it, I'll beat it, and then I'm done. No, I wanted to play more because that's just how amazing the games were, and seeing and like the combat also felt really fun. But like I'm watching, like I recently rewatched the YouTuber play the Spider-Man what the Spider-Man game for the PS4, and it was great, but the fighting ended up kind of feeling repetitive. And in Miles Morales, it feels different, but it also doesn't feel like there's a ton of hype. Spider-Man isn't a king, isn't a titan of gaming by any means.
As much as we have deviated from our initial talk
Oh yeah,
about
what was
Stadia,
our initial topic?
but
Oh,
Stadia,
there was-
with Stadia and the next gen consoles. As of right now, I feel like there's a lot of people. There, first off, I don't know if you've seen anyone talk about it, but the Xbox Series X has a slight issue. From the first day, from day one, too many people are going online and it crashes Microsoft server. So
ah, ah,
they were stuck in this loading loop where they can't log in, and people just like they've been at it for like hours just trying to connect to the server. But obviously the server's down because so many people were trying to access it at the same time. People were thinking it's probably broken. They broke the Xbox, whatever. But
yeah.
after a day or two, the Microsoft server went back up and everything's good in there.
Yeah, and
Whereas,
PlayStation is also having an issue with, I think, the new Spider-Man game where when they come back from sleep mode, it basically like corrupts the file.
yeah,
I'm sure that's not what you were going to bring up,
that
but
wasn't
that is
exactly that wasn't exactly the one I was talking about. But there was a one case, a person, a famous streamer. I don't know the name. Not that if they're famous, they're not that famous for me to know. But
hey, 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 hey.
but basically saying that
We're not bashing anyone, by the way,
yeah,
except
no,
Apple.
but he may be the first one to brick their PS5.
Wow.
Yeah, like he tried everything that PS5 support team did, and it didn't budge. Yeah,
I hope they got him a new one.
no, I don't know. I didn't keep the article only ended there, so I didn't keep up with anything what's going on. But yeah, funny story, not funny story, but I think I want to point out. I don't think you even saw this. D brand with their skins on the
Yeah.
PS5. Did you
Oh, I
hear?
didn't see that. I
No,
was too
okay.
caught up in the Linus Tech Tip skins.
I made a comment on their D-band Twitter when they made that announcement. I was like, it's gonna fall over by itself because if you don't know what Linus, he drops everything he gets. They go like limited edition so and so, he drops it, he trips over it or something like that. In some cases, he actually broke like a few monitors from that from the sponsor. Uh,
Shoot.
but anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh, D
Oh,
brand,
yeah, I was gonna say, don't tell
the
me you
skins,
lost your train of thought again.
the skins. So D brand, made pre-orders for the PS5 skins, right? But they decided to refund that. Everyone who
Oh,
pre-ordered it,
was that their? Oh, I think I actually remember a tweet about that.
something like that. Yes. So the reason why is because I actually went to their read the post and read the whole thing. It's because one, they had sponsored a YouTuber called a tech YouTuber called Dave2D. I actually subscribe to him. I don't watch as much videos. I would say, but basically they gave him the skin and have him do the process himself. So obviously, being a quote unquote professional tech user, he was able to put it on just fine. And the reason why I say that is because you're getting a huge sheet. Because don't forget, the PS5 is freaking huge. It's huge.
Yeah.
And all the brand does is just give you the skin so you can put it on yourself. They don't have like an actual applier, like you can actually put it on, like you put it in a space and whatever. If you ever bought your brand skin and used it before, you know what I'm talking about. But basically, it's a huge panel you have to put it on. And
Please sponsor us, D brand.
and there's a huge panel to put it on. And as much as a professional D brand skinner as David 2D is, there are just certain points where it doesn't line up just right, but it works. But D brand is all about covering things with skin. So they like, oh, like okay, if you cover this side, but then the inside is still white. So let's say if you want to black out, you want the black entire panel, then you need to cover the inside of the black. So they were like, oh, what if we do a more like overall cover? And then they're like, I quote, I don't know if they said exactly the words I'm about to say, is that you humans are idiots. You don't know how to put a skin on it, basically. So that's why they canceled all the pre-orders and gave back money because it was in their words, not entirely their words, but basically the meaning is that this adventure or this pre-order has risks, and the risk outweighs the profit, essentially.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what I mean is that because it's a huge piece of tape you have to put on, and some people don't like to have any like white in it. But don't forget, the PS5 has the PlayStation logo cut out, so the insides of it you can see from an angle like the white portion of it. And D-Brand has no way of getting like skin into that deep kind of grooves. Um, so they just decided to cancel all the pre-orders and give back the money because it was too much of a risk factor of people complaining about it, people not doing it right. People say because deep burns, like if you mess up on your skin and if they catch onto it, they just send you free skin right away. But I'm
Oh,
guessing,
yeah. They're really good about that
yeah,
kind
but
of
I'm
stuff.
guessing that the PS5, as big as it is, costs more tape, blah blah blah, costs more money. It wasn't as cost or profit rewarding compared to the other skins they're doing.
So,
Um,
so I want to jump in here real quick because if some people are like, "Oh, D brand said that like people are like their customers are idiots." I do want to bring up that in a lot of like graphic design or at least mobile development, one of the things that you know we think is users are stupid. Not saying that you got like people are stupid, but you know you do have those people who are like, I don't know how to use this. I'm just going to press buttons and wait for something to happen.
yeah,
So,
or
there is that level. But one thing that I've learned in my years of doing this is users are stupid, but not that stupid. Because as much as they just want to press on random buttons, there is kind of like a methodology to them doing that. And there are certain things where after however many years of this, they have started to learn these certain tropes where they're now accustomed to these certain things.
Best example: when your parents just got their first smartphone. It's like, what?
Yeah,
What
that
is
wasn't
this?
even 20. That wasn't even 20 years ago.
10 years ago, at least.
No, not even 20. The first iPhone came out in like 2008,
Was it?
seven,
That's
eight.
12 years. That's 12 years already, Jacob.
I'm saying 20, 20.
Well, I'm saying like 10 years. I say 10 years.
Well, yeah, and I'm saying that wasn't even 20 years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
And like
You
that's the
gave the
thing, like,
max. I gave the min.
and like that's the thing, like all of the, like if we were talking about this like even 5, 6 years ago, then yes, users are stupid, and as
They're learning.
tech people, yeah, as tech people, we all can understand this. If like your mother has ever asked, or father, or relative has ever asked, "Hey, something's wrong with my phone," then you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But
Or like when you
there,
FaceTime them, they put on the ear. Like, Dad, Mom, no.
or when they have it like right up against their nose, and all
Yeah.
you see is like the inside of their nose. It's like, Mom, just move it away from your face. My mom doesn't do that. My grandfather
But
would.
now after using it a couple times or a couple months, they
Now
kind of get the gist of it.
after, and that would be something where, like, yes, users are stupid 5, 6 years ago. Users are starting to become small or smarter. They know some of these things. They understand the flow of how certain designs should be. So while yes, Dbrand may say like you guys are stupid for not doing this, there is that level where I'm kind of on their side, because this is something where you know people aren't accustomed to like putting skins on. Like,
Yeah,
I
because
don't like putting skins on. I did put one on my Pixel 2. I should have gotten one from a Pixel 4, but that would go on the actual case.
well, don't forget, I did
But
the one. I did the skinning for Pixel 2 for you.
yeah, yeah, because like that's something that I like. I'm too nervous about like
Oh, I
putting it
was
on the actual phone.
like
And you
for
did it before.
yeah, I did it, and it was one piece. For his, he had two piece. No, he had multiple pieces. Okay, and
Yeah, because I wanted the Google logo colored.
I want that for my phone, but my phone's Samsung.
Yeah,
They don't
but
have that for
Samsung
Samsung.
doesn't have that. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
But so, like, that's why if you're against Dbrand for saying that, you know, think again. Think about as if, you know, you're the person who's having these tech issues and they are you trying to figure it out. You know,
hmm
you have to put themselves, you have to put yourselves in their shoes. And I'm totally on board with that because, you know, sometimes you have to make sacrifices because of design choices that just are done a certain way.
hmm but yeah, essentially, and also, and you got to think about this too. Like Dbrand, they're professional skinners. They have people who've been doing this for years, like skinning
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Like
That's the other.
like for me, I like to be like centered and all stuff and stuff. That's why when I put my screen protector on, I always have to be on top of it.
OCD.
Yeah. So and just skinning my own phone was a pain in the ass. Like just thinking about you're putting on a huge panel. Like just think about having a piece of paper bigger than that and put on a PS5. That's how big
Yeah,
the you have to put on it. And the thing is that
yeah.
once
I'd be so nervous about
yeah
doing that because it's so big. It's like you basically need a magnifying glass and just like like two pairs of chopsticks, like slowly, slowly.
and then if you
Come
mess up,
on.
if
Yeah,
you
if you
give
mess up, you're screwed.
because it's tape. The thing is, it might rip. I mean, I wouldn't say rip. It might be just be stretched out and won't look good
But
as
it
much.
might leave some marks. It may decay some of the
Yeah,
adhesive, uh,
yeah, and stuff like that. So
the
it makes sense.
adhesive.
Yeah, it makes sense for them to cancel the pre-order, and people are being butthurt about this because like, oh, I got this, and you're blah blah blah, this and that. But you know, people are like that. There are infinite amount of people, and there are infinite amount of possibilities. And don't just think because
I don't know if I'd say an infinite amount of people. I'd say an infinite amount of opinions.
yeah, But you don't think that because you're the smarter one that everyone else should be smart. No, there are if like one of the movies, Dumb and Dumber, literally. Because like if you think you're that smart, there's or you're that dumb, there's someone dumber than you. You know,
Yeah,
you may never see them, but just know there are either someone that's smarter than you or someone that's dumber than you, and it's never always at the bottom. You're never at the top because you each passing generation we get new
there will
things. We
always be someone better
smarter.
than you,
Yeah, and then when
and
you and don't
but
forget,
there will also always be someone worse or dumber than you.
yeah, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, Dbrand, I think they made the best call, not only from a business perspective, but on like a user perspective. Because
Yeah,
I mean,
because I could totally see like a lot of users like complaining to Dbrand if they didn't do this, like have it shipped to them, and then all these people putting it on and being like, "What the hell, Dbrand? It doesn't look good." So it's like,
it doesn't cover the entire thing as you claim, blah blah blah. You know, so
yeah, like the only way that they would win it is if they never did it in the first place. But it's a new console. Of course they were going to do it.
I mean, I don't know. There was, I don't know if you saw this, but there was actually a company that was going to make panels because the PS5 panels, the side panels, you can it's easy to take off. It's like a
Really?
snap on. It's like a snap on. So you can
Oh,
easily
that's
take it
cool.
off. Yeah. So that because that way you can clean it easier.
But you said that they were going to.
Yes, they were filed a lawsuit against because the copyright or trademark whatever because they're making a panel. Like even though they got the quote unquote okay from PS5 to make this design of the panel, for whatever reason PlayStation was like, no, 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 we didn't give you the okay to copy us to make these panels
Wait, what did they give the okay for?
to have the design.
Oh, so they were okay to have the design, but not to actually make it?
I guess I have no idea. Like I didn't read.
That is stupid. What? It's like it is like saying, okay, here's the design, but you can't do anything with it.
You can see it. You can look
What?
at it.
Yeah, yeah. Like, look, look,
You can see but not touch. No, not the whole situation.
look, but not touch.
Hmm.
That's really stupid.
Yeah, so they decided that we're gonna cancel all the pre-orders and get back the money because it wasn't much because they didn't earn as much. They don't earn a lot from it from this. But anyways, yeah, there's just a lot of things going on with these things like skinning and or changing the panel. But regardless, next
By the way, I do want to say that. So you know, I think I said this a little earlier. I have been, and this is a totally completely different topic, but it is about the PlayStation. Um, I have been watching the Spider-Man Miles Morales game, Let's Play. It really does look really nice.
yeah,
But
well
like
that's
you know, you gotta give credit where credit is due. They did a really good job with like how it looks and the power of the PS5 and everything.
well don't forget they added in they decided to SSD internal blah 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 not external hardware blah blah blah
Yeah,
the
it
whole
looks
spiel.
great. Like you know, ray tracing on it, this that. Like
You know what I keep forgetting them?
what?
They're Sony and
Yeah, you do forget that a lot, don't you?
yeah, I'm wearing headphones made by Sony. And
Yeah. Well,
I
yeah.
keep
So like
forgetting that.
that's something like yeah. Well, I think it's because it's like you know
It's different
Xbox is the
departments.
Microsoft Xbox,
Yeah. But everyone
but
still knows
but
about it. They still know
but
it's
the PS
Microsoft.
well no, because it's called the Microsoft Xbox. You know, with
Well,
PlayStation, it's just PlayStation. You know,
no,
it's
it's
not the Sony
no.
PlayStation.
They do say Sony PlayStation.
Well, yeah, but they like marketing wise, it's more just PS5 or PlayStation 5. You know, with Xbox, it's like they surrounded it with
Microsoft.
you know what I mean? Like they
I
surrounded it with
I
like Microsoft Xbox.
I think so. I don't. Here's the thing. We're both YouTube Premium. We have yet to see any ads.
Oh yeah, we don't get ads anymore, and we haven't for the past like 2 3 years.
Yeah. So like
So
any ads.
if anyone's listening, Leave in the comments. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. So yeah, I keep forgetting that these headphones I'm wearing they're made by Sony. And the reason why I remember this because someone got a surprise gift, and I like what I hate, and I like and I hate is that these YouTube tech YouTubers, gaming YouTubers get sponsored or get free stuff from like PlayStation or Xbox, right? And they get this like these fancy packaging and stuff like, and also like additional merch and stuff. I'm like, can I buy a box like that? Like can I buy this quote unquote collector's editions box? Like
Can we
I would
get a
like
programmer's box
like
edition?
I would like to have all those cool stuff you're giving these guys, but apparently you can't. From the looks of it. But anyways,
Yeah, you need to be influencers, and we're not.
we're not there yet. I hope we get there. But
Hopefully, it's a yet.
like hey, but anyways, so yeah, you get. And what I'm trying to bring out is that one of the gamer YouTuber got a box from Sony for Miles Morales, and because it's Sony, they got the PS5, they got the Mark IV headphones. I have the Mark threes, and they had the Spider-Man logo on. I was like, that's right, Sony. They make headphones. It was like, and my initial thought was like, hey, isn't that the Sony headphones? Why did they have in this package? All right, Sony PlayStation, Sony headphones. Like
Yeah,
and in that slight
it's
second, I kind of blew my
just
mind
like
for a
a
second.
very unique thing, because with Microsoft, really, it's like Microsoft Xbox and Windows, I guess.
Yeah.
I know Microsoft does a lot more, but that's basically what you relate to Microsoft, like those two things. Nintendo, I'm not even gonna get into Nintendo. Nintendo has so many game IPs, it's unreasonable.
Hmm.
Um, but like Sony, like yeah, when you think of Sony, you don't think of the PlayStation. When you think of PlayStation, it's like, oh yeah, this is a game console. Well,
Yeah.
and not
Like
that, but
you think of Sony
you know what I mean.
you think of Sony as the audio quote unquote king
Yes,
for
yes, audio, yeah.
yeah. Besides Bose,
But like you don't think of PlayStation when you think of Sony. At least we don't.
yeah, we don't like even though on the box of the PlayStation it has Sony on it and stuff like that. But it's
Yeah.
like I would say at least like 3% of the boxes has Sony on it because it's just in the corner.
Yeah, it's small. It doesn't yell like I'm looking at a Switch controller box. So I got the Hori Pikachu controller because I love Pikachu. Um and like it says Nintendo on it. It's red. It's red and like at least I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it says Nintendo. Like you could tell it's Nintendo. But and with with Xbox components, you could tell that they're Xbox. They have that green. Well, PlayStation has that blue, but they have the word Microsoft in many places on it. Sony doesn't do that as much. Not
Hmm.
saying Sony is bad.
It's
It's
just
just
that they're
like
more
you have
discreet.
to remember that PlayStation is Sony.
Hmm. Yeah. So I think we're already at the 53-minute mark already, and I
Are we
kind of
really?
yeah. Um. So I want to kind of end it off with an Apple talk, mainly because I was watching a lot of Apple stuff.
Why?
Well, okay, because it's about the MagSafe. Um.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. So
This isn't going to be anything that we talked about last week, is it?
no, it's about their new leather case.
Okay,
So
sure.
yeah, so they came out with their
If we
MagSafe.
did talk about this last week,
No, we did
then
not,
I'm
because I
sorry
know
on his
we
behalf.
did not, because we literally the leather case just came out. Okay,
Okay, fair enough.
literally, I woke up this morning. I was reading articles about it. Literally,
Okay, okay.
I figured Unbox Therapy just put out a video today. Okay, but anyways, Quickly though, it's
uh,
so
yeah.
the leather case. You get like a small card leather case that you can buy offline, like a wallet basically just for your cards, but it's leather. Think of that,
Yeah.
but MagSafe on back of the phone. So a few things about it. It only holds
Okay.
up to 3 to 4 cards, so it's your most essential cards you need. And the reason why they say most essential is because they're gonna push more towards Apple Card or Apple. I don't know what the fuck it's
Where they
called, right?
hope that the Apple Card is one of your most essential cards.
Yeah, but
Well, isn't
anyways,
that going to demagnetize the cards?
no, because the leather case has the magnet on it, so it'll block it. Like the leather case itself has like a magnet on the back of it,
No,
and
no,
then
no. I get it, but
it's not.
is it?
It's they have some kind of barrier on it, so it's not strong enough to
But
demagnetize the
then,
cards.
but it still needs to go through the cards,
What do you mean?
right?
No,
So
look,
it's like magnet, card, and then phone.
no, no. It's card magnet phone.
Card, magnet, phone. Okay, okay. But then you still have the MagSafe charger connecting through the cards
To
to.
the no, it's the card. To it's magnet card magnet MagSafe phone.
Wait. Magnet card.
No, card magnet MagSafe
You
phone.
just said magnet card.
I said card magnet MagSafe phone.
Card. Wait, is this
Magnet.
one that opens up?
No, it's literally just it's like a snap on, like a thing.
No, no, no. I'm talking about for the card.
No, it's literally you push up. You literally take off from the phone and you push up and you take out the card.
Oh wait, you take it off from the phone.
Yeah, you take it off from the phone and you
Do you have to take
there's
it
a little
off when you
hole.
go to charge?
No, if you want to use the wireless charging MagSafe, yes, you have to take it
How
off.
about this? How about this? Why don't you finish explaining it and then I'll re-ask this question?
Okay, so basically, a few things that people like YouTube has come out already, like YouTubers has come out like, oh, it's gonna catch on your phone, the wallet, and it'll come right off. It's like it doesn't it doesn't secure. It is secure. You can't shake it off, but it's enough. You can put enough force to get it off because that's how you can get the cards out. You take it off, and there's a small hole you can put your finger in and slide the cards out. That's how you get your cards from it. And many people are saying, "Oh, what if it gets caught in your pocket? Gets caught in your pocket and then it comes out." Well, here's the thing, though. First off, there's a wallet case on the back of the phone. Why? Because first off, when you clip onto it, it actually does a notification. Hey, you connected the wallet case on the iPhone.
Oh
It
wow.
pops a notification. And when you hold it, you can actually feel the difference. You can feel the little bump. So when you put it in your pocket, you're not gonna just throw it in. You're gonna like hold it so that way your card doesn't get caught at all. Like you're just subconsciously hold it that way. Like don't like when you like obviously when we hold our phones, we hold it up just normal and just slide it in, right? But the thing is, you're still holding the back of the phone, like you're still covering the back of the phone. You're not like just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you're not
yeah.
just like you're not using just 2 fingers and sliding into your pocket. No, you're
By
literally
the way,
holding
he's
the phone.
showing me his phone while he does this.
Yeah, like, you're not literally holding the phone just by 2 fingers and slide it in. You're holding the phone by like as if you're using a phone and then you stick it in your pocket.
Yeah.
You're
But when you no, no, but I think what people are talking about is when you go to take it back out.
no, it doesn't come
Because
out.
what?
It, uh, it doesn't.
The phone doesn't come out of your pocket.
No. I'm saying that it doesn't get
What the
caught.
hell?
There's nothing to get caught on it when you take it out.
Okay.
Because don't forget, when you imagine yourself getting your phone, you're not gonna just touch the tip and bring it out. You're gonna like grab the
Oh no,
center
no.
of it.
Yeah, you will.
No, like you grab it from the here and you pull it out, and you probably go for a more secure grip
I
afterwards.
mean, it depends on how tight the jeans I'm wearing, because most of the time I will try to get my whole hand in to pull it out.
Yeah.
But also because I have the debranch skin, I can basically use my nails to catch on the bottom of my
Well,
phone
but
to pull it
don't
out.
forget you're not using an iPhone, so no. There's a different structure.
I
Okay.
was just explaining because with the iPhone debranch cases, showing how much we love D brand, they probably have something similar.
You never know. But anyways,
Yes, I
uh,
won't know because I don't have an iPhone to use it on. Well, actually, I do have one.
no, you won't.
What's
No,
the
you still
iPhone
won't.
that I had go?
Because first off, you need to get the iPhone 12 to work, for that to work. Okay.
Well, yeah.
But anyways, uh, the leather case from the guy I was watching. He's a leather maker, leather worker, blah blah blah. He'll had a business. He said it's pretty premium for the leather and the way
But
they
yeah,
make it.
how much is it?
I don't know. I didn't check.
Well, I'm gonna make a guess. I'm gonna make a guess.
Okay,
80
well,
bucks.
I was gonna say if you're gonna make your guess, I'm gonna pull up a Chrome tab. Ah,
I'm gonna guess it's 80 bucks minimum. Because, I think that's pretty on par with Apple. Not that I know how much, like, their cases cost, because, as I said before, I don't Apple. Well, no, I don't iPhone. Because I do Apple. I love their MacBooks. Their MacBooks, like, I can't, like, I do my work on MacBooks. They're great. They're based off of Unix systems. So, you know, all the same commands that you put into terminal, you could do the same thing on Android. It's just very, very easy on that regard. Just Mac OS works great. iOS, on the other hand, it's kind of meh. Did you find it yet?
uh, let me go on my phone because my computer is taking a while.
Okay. My guess is still $80 minimum. Just because it's premium and Apple doesn't make non-premium things, which is one thing that I will give them. Everything is premium.
Yeah, they have really good quality control.
I don't know. Yeah, like
Oh god
you
damn
know.
it! I don't want it from. Sorry. It's
The
sixty
internet doesn't work.
dollars.
Really, I was $20 off. I'm still taking that as a win because that is a lot for a case.
Well, it's not a case. It's literally just like a
But
like.
then again,
Look,
I'd
that's
say,
that's literally what it is. You see, it literally is just like a.
yeah, yeah, I see.
It literally is. Think
Although
of
I will say this. Usually, the cases that come from the people themselves, so like the Samsung cases for their new phone, the Google cases for their new phone, the iPhone cases for their new phone, I'd say they're all around that mark, right?
price wise or like.
Price wise, because
Yeah,
quality wise, yeah, they're gonna be great, but I'd say
they're
price
pretty
wise,
expensive. They are pretty expensive.
yeah, yeah. Like I got the case for my Pixel 4 XL. Not that I use it anymore because D brand case is best case. Um, Sponsor us, D brand. I really hope that becomes a running joke, and if we ever do end up getting
we,
sponsored
we
by
should
them,
we should have
like that's when we don't say it at all.
uh and okay, we're past the hour, but I want to give the story, last story.
Final thoughts with Jack and
Yeah, just me. But
Jacob.
last story. So the other day, I was out and about doing stuff. One of my dad's coworkers, somewhat acquaintance to me, asked me to buy the iPhone 12 AC adapter charger thingy with Jiggy because it doesn't come with the
Yeah,
phone.
the name just
So
kept going on.
yeah, and then I was like, all
iPhone
right,
12 AC adapter. Winter storm is coming.
no,
Um,
but no, like there is
Bloodborne on winter
okay.
charger.
So, anyways, I go to like a couple stores like T-Mobile because I know they might have it. The first one I go, they don't have it. The second I went to was the AT&T one. They have They have the charger, but it's in their box. But the guy wants the original box because he's an Apple fanboy to some degree.
So
Um,
why doesn't he just order? I'm sure you're not. I'm not going to get an answer for this. But why doesn't he just order it directly from Apple then? If
takes
he's
too
an,
long.
if he's an Apple fanboy,
Takes too long. He want it then and there. He want it that night. He want it now. And when you deliver, it takes like 2 to 3 days. But anyways,
Oh,
So
2 to 3 days. So much time.
and here's the thing: what is he going to charge it with? He can't charge. He can't charge his phone without it. I mean,
I
he
mean,
could. He
you
could
have a
technically.
fair point, but it's like,
He
I mean,
could
you know what I
technically.
mean? It's like function over form, you know?
He could technically just use his old wall charger from his other iPhone.
Yeah, wait, well, hold on. He could have just used any old wall charger.
Oh no, 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 not with the Lightning to USB C, because not everyone has a USB C AC adapter, wall
Fair enough.
charger port.
Fair enough. That's right.
Oh,
Not everyone has upgraded to that era yet.
anyways, uh, the third one I found they had in stock. The guy lied to me. I called in just to make sure they had it. They said it was $30, but then online it was $19. But anyways, I stayed online for an hour just to get it. The guy made fun of me. Not made fun of me. He was like, "Oh, you could have just let me know. I could have grabbed it for you." Blah blah blah. Like I taught the guy in front who was manning the line and was like, "Yeah, you got lightweight in line with all these people in front of you." Blah blah blah. Because everyone else there was getting an iPhone 12. I was just going for the wall adapter, the adapter, AC adapter, the wall plug thing. I don't know. I call it AC adapter because
The
that's the most.
AC wall charger,
Yeah. Or some
Breath
people
of
just
the Wild style.
some people called it. Oh, you want the head thing, whatever. But anyways, what I'm trying to get at is that uh, I was somewhat surprised that the charger, the USB C charger, 20-watt USB charger, was $20.
Wow, that's actually not that
Yeah, you see what
bad.
I mean? That's what I thought
I
too.
kind I kind of want to order one.
I was surprised as well. Like, wow, 20 watts, $20, not bad. They're like, I'm
Yeah.
like since when?
Wait,
But
an Apple product,
yeah,
$20?
exactly. I was surprised as well. I was that surprised. Uh,
What?
but I mean, then again, back don't forget back then when Apple first came out, when you want to get their charger, it's like I don't know how much money it is back then, but I
I
went.
don't know. The only Apple product, the only like aside from the MacBooks, really the only Apple products I had were the iTouch, which was a hand me down from my father. I think at one point I got an iPad. I currently have an iPad that doesn't really work and is too old, so I can't download anything onto it. Um,
So, anyways, I quickly want to end the conversation with the original charger that you come with the phone. I think that's the 5 watt, so that's why they charge so slowly. 5 watts, and my
get
phone.
Android kids. Their chargers are always fast charging.
Well, now with the 20 watts, the USB C adapter, that kind of like. Then again,
Hell,
another thing. The thing is,
real quick, so the AC adapter that came with the Stadia Premier Edition, I use that to charge my phone, and it charges rapidly.
so that's at least 15 watts above. But anyways,
Yeah, and I could check right now, but I'm just really kind of too lazy, and I don't want to unplug it from my power outlet.
But anyways, uh, but the one thing is that I have to really also say that you only get the wall charger AC adapter. You don't get the cord at all. That's a separate buy.
Wait, for
Separate buy.
what?
If you just buy the
Oh,
yeah, it's just the AC
yeah.
adapter. It doesn't come with
Yeah,
cord.
so it's the cable that's an extra $20.
Well, depending on the length, it's like $30, $40. Like 2 meters or so is like $40. But two
Yeah,
meters is pretty long.
that sounds on par with Apple.
Yeah. So like you just the AC adapter be $20. I was honestly surprised. Honestly.
Yeah, I am too.
So I guess this is it. This is Jack
And Jacob.
signing off.